And then there we go. You can visualize literally everything. It is insane. Now, most people are saying that you need to build these kind of dashboards instead of just selling these kind of end-to-end workflows. But no one is telling you exactly how to build these kind of dashboards and what is the business logic behind it, how it can bring value to the business owner in order to pay you money. Now, currently, so many businesses are moving toward voice interaction or conversational AI. And the reason why they are considering it is the natural interface, because humans prefer to talk instead of writing or interacting with complex user interface. So any human being is going to prefer to talk to AI agent to get something done. So think of the voice agents as the gateway automation of your business. Whatever you're doing, you can use conversational AI to make the processes much easier and faster and even easier to ask and to demand something from. But all these things can save time. We are playing with time now. But how we can work on money factor? And it is basically about helping businesses to increase sales and upselling opportunities. So simply it is funnel. We're trying to increase number of people interacting with our products, and we're trying to increase the convergence rate, which is number of people closing deals with the company. Whatever the products are, we're trying to increase the convergence rate. And guess what? It's all about prompt engineering. You are feeding data to the agent in form of prompt and fields inside the prompt. For example, if we are in the automotive industry and you are trying to upsell possible services like maintenance, etc. So all you need is just to provide or to feed these variables to the agent's prompt in order to be able to interact with users. And easily you're trying to say to the agent that in this case you need to do this or to say that. So it's all about providing more context, because context for AI agents is everything. So prompt engineering is playing a very significant role in your agent performance. So you need to pay significant attention toward how you are building these kind of prompts. And then you can implement something like follow up with clients based on the services or whatever the expired service or the expired date, something that you can sell to the clients. And with this way, you can increase the sales of the company in short, abstracted way. And this is what most of people are doing in this industry. But what is beyond conversational AI? I'm not trying just to provide these kind of solutions. We are trying even to use the transcript of these calls to analyze and to extract very important features from these metadata in order to check the quality assurance. So this is very important to be able to extract as many as we can features from the transcript that we have of each call. And most of the company are just using 10% of their call transcript to analyze. And that means that they are wasting so many opportunities by ignoring 90% of the transcript of their phone calls. And there are so many features that we can extract only from the call transcript. So beyond the selling AI agents in the traditional way, we can sell the traditional AI agents and use AI agent to reveal customer insights on this kind of interactions like calls, chats, emails, in order to help business owner take decision or to tune something in the business. There are so many things that we can do just giving calls, chats, emails. So as I said, 95% of agencies are doing the following. They are building AI chatbots or voice bots or giving something like intent recognition, sentiment detection, but they are not paying attention to business impact analysis, revenue driving insights, or any kind of upselling optimization. And these features are very important for any kind of businesses. So what I'm trying to do is to deliver the agent and the basic functionality of it. And on the top of these kind of agents, I want to provide the insights and the analysis behind it, which is very valuable. So these are couples of matrices that we can extract, which is very basic. Something like top 5 frustration keywords, most frequent upgrade drives, plan weaknesses sentiment map. There are so many things that we can extract giving just the transcript of the calls. People are mentioning these kind of words in very repetitive way, like can't assign, slow, integration missing. We can define or we can capture these kind of keywords from the calls and detect a specific pattern in order to notify the business owner or anyone in charge of the quality of these services. So it is very important to analyze every single word because it is going to be drastically important to accelerate the business and enhance the weaknesses. So it makes super sense to focus and to pay more attention to these kind of features. And now the question is how we can extract all these matrices from the called transcripts. And the answer is LLMs. LLMs are very powerful when it comes to text classification, extracting intent, or any similar text processing tasks. So for example, using few shot prompting in which we are giving prompts to the LLM in order to classify or extract sentiment or any kind of entity extraction, quality matrices, business insights, top analysis, outcome analysis, and so many other things. We can use LLMs, which is now very powerful to get these tasks done in very short, cheap way. So no need now to build something from scratch like text classifier as before using machine learning or deep learning models. Now LLMs are quite powerful. LLMs can do these tasks just with few shot prompting. And the benefits of transcript analysis is very huge. We can reveal hidden customer pain. Like instead of just using surveys, which is very boring and very traditional. So emotional language in real interactions is more valuable and it is more realistic to use for any kind of matrices or evaluation. And we have something like detect upsell opportunities automatically from the transcript. So we can trigger a specific offer based on frustration or curiosity, etc. Improve the product roadmap. So based on the analysis, we can decide that 60% of the basic users are frustrated by one missing feature, or these kind of numbers and percentages we can extract by transcript analysis, and then we can improve the business rapidly. The most important part is the personalized future campaigns, because we are pulling specific data based on specific user ID or whatever the identification is. We can decide and we can build custom marketing campaign. So the agent say something like, based on your feedback here is how Pro can make things easier for you. So we know exactly what is the client's needs, and we can increase the prospect of selling these kind of products. Because at the end of the day, every single business is doing this simple process. They are trying to increase the number of people seeing or interacting with their products. Something like promoted ads or any kind of promotion. And the bottom line or the final results that they are trying to reach is to increase the conversions rate or number of people closing the deals or buying their products. And it is very valuable to increase the conversions rate. So the conversions rate is the secret word that we're trying to increase. But the thing is, LLMs can't handle everything. Yeah, LLMs are very powerful. They can use it for any text classification task or intent recognition, any kind. So we need to implement intensive analysis or any text processing related tasks when it comes to any kind of numeric values or any kind of regression tasks like we've done in machine learning. LLMs are not powerful in these kind of numeric values. For example, if we want to extract numeric value for customer sentiment score, LLMs can't handle these kind of tasks. And unfortunately, we need to go through machine learning model trained on historical similar data in order to extract accurate numbers. But for other tasks like text classification, as I mentioned, intent features like primary intent, specific intent. We can use LLMs to classify the messages with the help of few shot prompting. But when it comes to any kind of confidence score, we need to use machine learning model trained on similar data. But the good news is most of the entities or the features are in form of text, like entity extraction that we are showing there, products mentioned or competitor mentioned in the text, account numbers. Most of these entities are based on text or transcript that we can handle it easily using LLMs. And we have other values that we prefer to use machine learning models in order to classify it. But using LLMs, we can get good results, but not excellent. So we can still use LLMs to extract this kind of scores, but this is not the best practice. The best practice is to use machine learning model when it comes to numeric data. But still, we can extract like 21 features only with large language model, which is pretty amazing. So as we can see, there are so many features that we can extract. Something like the business health matrices, which is about training needs, upselling opportunities, processes, improvement areas, and we can just give like label or classes of every single feature. And there is infinite number of features that you can extract only with LLM. Now, first step to process your data, you need to go to Vapi or any voice agent provider platform like Vapi, Retail, VoiceFlow, and you can just extract the raw data from there. And I'll show you how to extract it, for example, from Vapi. So to extract your data from Vapi, all you need is just to click on more and then move to call logs in order to extract these features. And all you need is just to press on export CSV, and then you are going to receive an email with a link in which you can download the Excel file or CSV file. And then I'll show you how to process it with the help of Python and a few shot prompting. So let's open my script. I'm using Tray, by the way. It's very good AI editor. So this is the script. It's quite long script that is able to process your raw data that you can get from Vapi, or I don't know. I've built this script specifically for Vapi, but you can play with these parameters using AI in order to customize it for different platform formats. But the script is doing exactly what I've talked about. I've used it to extract even the scores, but the truth is LLMs are not the best choice when it comes to score extraction. As I mentioned, we are just showing case the chance of building transcript analysis platform. So I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash, which is free. You can just get your model from Google AI Studio. It is completely free. And all you need is just to rename your CSV file to be raw data with the same name. And there are some variables that you can play with at the end of this script. You can decide whether you want to process the entire file or not. In my case, I just want to process only 15 records from my CSV file. So all I need is just to define the values like the batch size, number of records, if I want to process a specific number of records. And then all I need is just to run this script to process the data that I've got from Vapi platform. So let's run the script to see what is going to happen. So as we can see, it is processing the first record. During this process, the script is sending the record data to Gemini API key with predefined prompts. So it is processing it record by record. As I mentioned, the entire process is based on prompt engineering, in which I'm sending the value with some prompts in order to get the label or the classification, as I showed you at the beginning of the video. Now it's about to finish. Okay, there we go. Processing complete. Check the new output file, which is processed underscore data.csv. So this file, which is processed underscore data, we can open it from Excel itself in order to be able to see it in a clear way. So let's open it. And as we can see, we have these are the 15, we have 15 records. So as we can see, these are the new values that we've extracted, like the overall sentiment, agent sentiment, and so many other things that you can play with and change based on your needs and based on the nature of your data. But the purpose of this video was just to showcase that LLMs are very powerful for transcript analysis, and in general, transcript analysis is a very promising area. There isn't a large number of companies or agencies are playing in this area, which is kind of interesting. Personally, I'm going to pay more attention toward this kind of services or analysis. Basically, I need to work on machine learning models in order to extract these kind of scores in more accurate way, because as I mentioned, LMs are not good enough for extracting continuous values like numbers, but it is very powerful when it comes to something like text classification or intent. Any kind of text, LLMs are very powerful, but we need to work on machine learning models in order to have accurate scores. And only by uploading this Excel sheet on this React front end with this upload your data, I need just to upload, process the data, and then there we go. You can visualize literally everything. It is insane. This is what you really need to give your clients, not just an AI agent. All this data can change on daily basis, or you can update it on daily basis. Just you can build like simple automation to pull up the information from Vapi or whatever the platform that you are using, upload it automatically on platform like this, or you can natively build like an API that call these values or these features from the conversational AI provider like Vapi or whatever the platform that you're using. There is infinite number of ideas that you can implement in this kind of service. But I think transcript analysis is very promising area. The way we are presenting it is very good. And think of it, we are just adding like an edge for your agency or your online business, because there are so many people are doing the same thing and we need to have something different. Every day we need to add something. Every day we're trying to come up with new ideas to enhance or to evolve our industry. I have built that application or this interface with Loveable, but the thing is, this dashboard is custom for my Excel sheet format or the number of features. So you can customize it using Loveable or any kind of AI website builder in order to fit your needs or your Excel sheet format. And that's it. See you on the next video.